Clown Eater. Written by Stories from the Attic. Narrated by Mcconnell. Some people are scared of clowns. It's a real phobia. I read once that it's something about their smiles. The painted grins are just a little too wide, and whatever it is in our heads that recognizes faces gets twitchy. It isn't wired to see a smile or a mouth that wide without instantly thinking of teeth, seeing the threat of a mouth that wide as something with a potential to bite or even to consume. Of course that's ridiculous. Most of the time. I'm not scared of clowns. I've worked with enough of them, metaphorically at least, to have developed an immunity. The only literal clown I ever worked with wasn't frightening either. But the thing that scared him, the thing that clowns are scared of, well, that I am scared of too. It's the reason I no longer do what I did, and why my hair stands on end at the tinkling sound of bells. Of course, there had always been strange ones. In my line of work you get to meet some truly eccentric people who keep the strangest hours, display the strangest habits, and generally spend much of their time out of step with the rest of the world. I guess, in some cases, that's why they need protection in the first place. I've honestly lost count of the times that I've obediently looked the other way, stoically silent, whilst God knows what went on just meters away. I could fill entire shelves of books with stories like that, but then that just isn't done. Keeping your mouth shut, being as much a pillar for the client as the stone ones that hold up the rooms in which they do what they do, is all part of working in security. Bodyguards don't just protect people physically, they protect their secrets as well. Almost daily I'd be approached by guys from the newspapers who wanted to hear the salacious details about this or that celebrity. Sometimes they'd have something specific in mind, the scent of a story, or some fragmentary detail from which they hoped to build a story. Other times they had nothing and would just be fishing for gossip, trying to work out what fictions they could weave from the crumbs you might give them. In all cases, short shrift was the best approach. I was in my first year on the job when I learned that. A colleague of mine, a veteran bodyguard by the name of Cliff Hanlon, gave me some solid advice. Good reporters, he said, would follow the breadcrumbs and eventually find the witch's house. Bad reporters would take the few breadcrumbs you give them and make a trail of their own, with an entire...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?